And we are back. Oh, I was scared. Alright, last we left off, we were about to miss the boy Mink, I believe. We were about to meet him. Not miss him. Let's see. I jump up, but he's already gone. We did meet him. Okay. It's only been a day, but I can't remember. On me, it's been a day. For you, it's been a week. Or this is your first time. Hello, if it is your first time. Hi, I'm Goist. I do this. He nearly ran me over and he didn't apologize. Didn't even apologize. I mean, near misses like that aren't unusual in this part of town, but it still pisses me off. Thank you, dog. Ren's concern soothes my anger. I'm safe. That's what matters, right? I start heading back towards home. I enter my neighborhood and soon reach my house. Oh? What? Oh no. Grandma. Tai. A clap of thunder greets me the moment I open the door. I know from experience that the rain will go away soon enough, anytime soon. Granny is perched menacingly on the landing, fuming as she scowls at me. I've always wondered how such an old woman can make so much noise. Didn't lock the door, Oba? Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you, Oba. I was almost late for work this morning, so I ran out of the house in a hurry. She wants you to not forget. Get fucking scolded by your grandma. Damn. I mean, if you do it a lot, she has a point, my man. Okay. Sometimes I just have to repeat words. I apologize. Granny is shaking with anger. The veins on her forehead are bulging. This is serious. She's fainted after getting too worked up before. Granny snorts and stomps back into the kitchen. Yes, she did. But she still cares. She seems to have settled down for the moment. Yeah. Relieved, I take off my shoes and head inside. We might get into shouting matches like this on a daily basis, but we actually get along pretty well, all things considered. The fact that she can yell like that is proof that she's healthy. I think her yelling is one of the things I'm going to miss when the time comes. Jesus! I'm really grateful to her for raising me all by herself. Not that I'd ever say that to her face. Granny is in the kitchen, in the middle of serving up whatever she was sautéing in her frying pan. I wash my hands in the sink, grab 2 sets of chopsticks off the shelf, and set the table. You might be wondering where my parents are. They were never the type to stay in one place. Even when they lived here with us, they would up and vanish for months, even years at a time. It was always like that, even when I was little, so eventually I got used to it just being Granny and me. When they stopped coming back altogether, I was surprisingly okay. I guess I have Granny to thank for that. After all the trouble I caused growing up, I just want to treasure the time I have left with her. A simple life is all I need. That's a mood, though. I have often found myself, thinking that's all I need. I don't need anything spectacular. I don't need anything special. Just something simple. A simple little life. My simple little town. My simple little house. She lines up the food. Somen noodles, tuna stir-fried, shiitake mushrooms, and boiled grains, fried fish, and miso soup. Got so much food. I sit down with Granny and put my hands together. Itadakimasu. Being chased by the police made me hungry, so Granny's homemade cooking really hits the spot. Don't tell her that. Oh no. While stuffing my face, I feel a sharp pain shoot through my skull. Here we go again. I've suffered from frequent headaches ever since a youthful indiscretion landed me in the hospital. This is the second one today. No one's ever been... What? Hold on. But had to spit out the bad words. No one's ever been able to figure out the cause. Ever since it started, I've been taking the medicine Granny prescribes. Did I mention Granny has a medical license? Yeah, she's kind of like the village doctor, always giving neighborhood folks checkups and meds. She has quite the reputation for being safer than other, less competent doctors who just take your money. I can vouch for that. Her pills are the only thing that have ever helped my headaches. After I finish eating, I take my medicine, clear the table, and head upstairs. What's on the room? In my room, I pull Ren out of my bag and wake him from sleep mode. My head is killing me. Thinking fresh air might help, I go out onto the balcony. The cool breeze feels nice. Leaning on the handrail, I sigh and look up at the sky. The overlapping buildings obscure my view. It hasn't always been like this. This island was once a beautiful place. Midorijima is a remote island southwest of the mainland, Japan. The island is known for its blue seas, white sand, and lush forest, or at least it was. That's ancient history now. Now, Platinum Jail dominates the island, occupying nearly a full third of its landmass. This is a social commentary. That might be looking too deep into it. I mean, it is just like, the kind of game that it is. But it's just sort of funny how, even though, that's what kind of game this is, I can look at this and feel very much... Hi, Bug. Sorry, my dog wanted to say hello. I can very much look at this. Fuck. A huge wall separates Platinum Jail from the old residential district, so no one can even see what's inside. Especially, and this part is almost certainly not intentional, because, But when I'm looking at this, and I'm reading this story, and I'm thinking about how lush and beautiful it is, and then Platinum Jail was built, right? When it's got like all those super wealthy people who go there, and it honestly makes me think about Hawaii. I'm not the one to talk about all that. I am not Hawaiian, but it is a thing. It is a thing to think about if you haven't thought about that already. Or you can not think about that at all and just play this silly little game. You see big shots from the Toei Corporation, the company that built Platinum Jail, on TV all the time. Back when I was a kid, the Toei Corporation was trying to evict people from the island so they could start development. It's so fucking... They managed to convince most of the island's residents to leave with the promises of luxurious homes and exorbitant sums of money. Ugh. But there were still some people who were too stubborn to go, like us. We weren't about to abandon our homes, no matter what juicy bait they dangled in front of us. And for a while, Toei left us alone. Toei's public stance on the issue was that they didn't want to force people out. In reality, however, they were already plotting to show us the error of our ways. It began with a reduction of basic utilities, explained as maintenance that never seemed to end. The livable sphere slowly shrank until the remaining residents were forced into what's now known as the old residential district. This once beautiful island is in shambles. How could the government allow this? Some of the islanders begged for government help, but the petitions were all rejected. Finally, 3 years ago, Toei started requiring residents of the old residential district to get permission before they could leave the island. Permission they wouldn't grant, ever. I'm sure Toei's justification is that it's our fault for not leaving when we had the chance. The noise at my feet snaps me out of my reverie. Oh, we gotta talk about that. The email, that's right. I completely forgot. It's been such a busy day. Loren's question startles me off the handrail. I completely forgot. Me too. Back at the store, while those kids were giving me trouble, my coil downloaded some kind of file.
そのデータはウイルスは入ってなかったのか？
検出されていない。
中身は？
プレイヤーがキャラクターを操ることで移動、情報収集を行い、敵キャラクターと戦って。
ああ、RPG ね。
RPG?
有料なのか？
有料ではない。
へえ。
Oh, I forgot my mouse is on screen. I didn't know that last time. Let's get this, just keep it down there. Sorry.
ま、変なのじゃないならやってもいいかもな。暇つぶしに。
Fair enough. That's how I play almost all app games. I have nothing better to do. We're gonna check it out. Wow. Cradling Ren in my arms, I go inside and sit on the bed. Oh. Save me. Someone, please. Save me from this place.
ずいぶんレトロな画面だな。
Yeah, it is. I bet those kids have never seen anything like this. Even I've only seen games like this in old videos. Well, that's because you were cool, Aoba. The game's logo appears after the message from the princess. Silent Oath. Man, it's so old it almost feels new. I pressed the start button. I'm playing. Where is he going? Going up some little stairs? Why are you doing that? Why are you just running into the ocean? To be continued? What the fuck?
続きもんなのかこれ。定期的に配信されてくるとか。
That was weird.
そのようだ。
なるほどね。まさしく暇つぶしにはもってこいって感じの短さだな。
Huh. Interesting, very interesting. I don't really know if it was all that entertaining, but I might play more when the next installment comes out. Get the mouse off the screen, or at least down in the corner, rather. A yawn spills from my mouth as I close the game. I was so focused on the game, I didn't realize how tired I am.
そろそろ寝る準備でもしますかねっと。
I close the sliding glass door to the balcony and its curtain, and then head to the bathroom. Oh. I guess that makes sense. I guess we don't really... Weird. Weird that they decided to say... Did I read that right? I'm gonna have to check. Because... That would have been really... Why in the note on I head to the bathroom? I could have just said head to bed. I didn't know you'd... What? Huh? Anyway. The next day, I'm sitting behind the counter at Humdrum Junk like usual. And another fucking headache. Damn headaches, yeah. I rubbed the bridge of my nose. My head's been pounding ever since I woke up. I even took my medicine after breakfast. Maybe I'm getting sick.
青葉くん、ちょっと配達をお願いしたいんですけど。
I hear Mr. Haga clattering... God, what the fuck? I hear Mr. Haga clattering around the back of the store.
あ、手伝い
sorry.
ます。
Let's keep this down here. I'm gonna do it this time. Oh no, another fucking headache. I try to stand up, but my legs wobble. I quickly grab the counter.
青葉くん、大丈夫ですか?
Okay, good fucking
すいません。
employer.
ちょっと立ちくらみが。
座っててください。こっちは大丈夫ですよ。よいしょ。
Fucking tough guy Haga. Tough guy Haga.
どうしました、青葉くん?
いえ、すげえなと思って。
いやいや、そんな。
Oh, the cleaning robot. He's so cute. Mr. Haga's all-mate Junker dances around with him in circles.
あ、
It's the kind of all-mate I want.
奥の方をお願いします。
So cute. Junker returns to the back of the shop.
どうぞ。それでですね、この品物の配達をお願いできますか?
Another fucking delivery. I guess it makes sense. It is his job. Mr. Haga pulls out a small paper bag out of his pocket.
昨日の夜中にお客さんから注文が来てたんですけど、速達指定なんです。
I look at the slip on the package. It's going to an address here in the East Quarter. It definitely would be faster to deliver it directly from the shop.
もうすぐ仕入れ先の業者さんが来るから、私は店を離れることができなくて、すみません。
Oh, that's no problem, Haga.
大丈夫ですよ。
Yeah.
すぐ行ってきます。
お願いします。
Of course. Anything for you, my man. Mr. Haga smiles and goes down to the basement. My head still feels like a brick, but I have to work. I mean, same, but that's not what the line says. My head still feels like a brick, But I have work to do. I have to check it out. Yeah. I smack myself lightly to clear away the funk, then pick up my bag and the package and head outside.
と
You sure this
こ
way's
の道入った
faster?
方が早いんだ
Oh, sorry. Huh.
あ
I make my way down Aoyagi Street, Ren navigating. I have such a fucking snot bubble brewing in my nose right now. It is very uncomfortable, but I'm gonna push through it. So if I sound really nasally, that's why. As I walk alone, I notice a familiar tag on the walls of the alley. Benny Shigure, the Crimson Rain, Koujaku's gang. These tags are how Rib gangs stake their claims. This is part of Koujaku's territory. Koujaku's gang isn't that big, and not that many people know that Koujaku's a Ribsties in the first place. Thanks to Koujaku's popularity with women, he's often wound up in brawls with jealous men. But he's never lost. Over time, his strength has earned him some male fans as well, and this became his gang. I think the way he looks after them shows the kind of guy Koujaku is. He's not one to turn people away who look up to him. Many Ribsties join gangs because they admire the leader. Such members often take after their idol, which is why you see so many men wearing kimonos in Benishigure territory. They might look like bad news at first glance, but they're all good people. They help old ladies carry their bags and lost children find their parents. That's why Benishigure is a pretty popular one in the old residential district. Koujaku is to thank for that too, probably.
Yo, Aba.
Oh?
よし
I exchanged greetings with a couple of Benishigure members who are chatting with a police officer. I see. I was wondering who that was. Just a fucking rando. The police in the old residential district are corrupt, but some will mingle with regular folk if they're in the right mood or if there's money involved. Some Ribsies take such opportunities to fish for useful information or get a pass on some misdemeanor. Whatever works for them, I say. As I make my way further down the street, I hear some very excited voices coming from up ahead. It's a man and two women walking arm in arm. Oh, I guess we know. Jizo, this guy. I knew it. It's Koujaku. I really don't want to see him right now with his fans around, but it's already too late to escape.
お、青葉じゃねえか。
Yeah.
おっす
I try to keep the grimace off my face. How awful. Oh, look at that bird. Koujaku's all-mate Benny is flying next to him. Ren pops his head out of my bag.
ここにいる
おお、そうか。あら、こちら、大崎さんのお友達？
Oh, the women look at me, sizing me up. Ugh, yikes.
幼馴染だ。
あら、そうなの。この方が。
Well, sorry that the amazing Koujaku's friend doesn't measure up. Though I've known this guy since I was little, it's not like we spent our whole childhood together. Koujaku is originally from the mainland. He came to the island with his mother, and then went back to the mainland for a few years later. We lost touch after that for a while, until suddenly about 3 years ago, Koujaku came back, this time by himself. He'd grown up a lot, but the way he talked and smiled were still the same. We're still the same old Koujaku. We started hanging out again after that. Koujaku often stops by my place to get a taste of Granny's cooking, and to see you.
なんだよ。どうしたお前。
何が
具合悪そうじゃねえか。
別に
Aww.
なんともねえけど
Friends. Friends know when friends don't
そう
feel
か
well.
ならいいけどよ。
Especially if one has a crush on the other one. I try to play it cool, but I'm actually surprised. Do I really look that sick?
これから配達か？
そう
Yeah.
誰かさんと違ってな
Yeah. You tell him, fucking. The women react to my jab before Koujaku can.
あ、に
Oh my
ゴジャクさん
gosh.
遊んでるんじゃないのよ。
Shut up, ma'am.
そうよ。今だってお仕事の途中で送ってくれてるだけなんだから。
まあそう言うなよ。確かにこんなに可愛いお嬢さん方と一緒じゃ
Oh
仕
my
事も手につかないからな。
god.
ゴージャクさんったら
I'll never understand how he spouts crap like that.
スウェゼンクワンは男の恥だよな。
その通り。女はこの世の宝だ。柔らかいし優しいし、男を包み込んでくれる。だから大切にするのが男の義務ってもんだ。そうだろう？
Koujaku puts his arms around the women's shoulders. And I want to die as well. What a coincidence. I could also just die. Ugh.
それじゃ俺そろそろ行くわ
Oh, goodness gracious.
あらちょっと待ってねえってば
I feel like I know what's about to happen. Before I can leave, one of the women stops me.
ここほらやっぱりゴミがついてる
ああどうも
さすがだな。気の利く女は好きだぜ。
Oh, God.
あら
The woman suddenly looks at me like she noticed something.
あなたよく見たら髪が長いのね
Yeah, longer and prettier than yours. Beautiful hair.
あら本当気づかなかったわ
You leave Alva's beautiful hair
なん
alone.
かかわいい
I love his little mullet. I think it's cute.
女
Yeah.
の子みたい
Giggling, one of the women reaches for my hair. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna hesitate. I don't want to smack her hand away. I do want to smack her hand away, right? Because like, don't fucking touch people. You don't do that. You don't just touch people because you want to touch somebody. That's weird. That being said, I'm gonna hesitate. Because I don't... But I'm too late to avoid it. Don't touch me. I reach up to push her hand away.
ひでえな。俺が隣にいるってのに他の男に色目使うのか？
Savior! You saved! But before I can, Koujaku gently takes the woman's hand and presses it to his cheek. She instantly turns bright red.
もう俺には飽きたのかい？
やだそんなことそうよゴージャクさんの前でひどいわよっていうか羨ましいんですけどごめんなさいそんなつもりじゃ
謝るなよ。別に怒ってるわけじゃねえ。
You're just lame. Sorry, that fucking TikTok has been stuck in my head. Koujaku releases the woman's hand with a smile. He saved my ass. He knows how much I hate it when people touch my hair. It's times like these, I wish I could be more like him. Koujaku smiles at me.
なんだよ。どうした？いい男だから見とれたか？
言ってろカバ
ちょっとゴージャクさんに向かってカバとは何よ
God, it's like these ladies have never had a friend before. I flash Koujaku a grateful smile. He responds with a wink. He's really got his cool guy act down pat.
それじゃもう行くから
おう、気ぃつけてな。
I wave goodbye to Koujaku and get on my way. Now choices are starting to come into play, which is really exciting. I'm really excited to make some choices make some decisions to see who I end up. I do have a sneaking suspicion that it will be Koujaku, but I don't know. We'll see. My destination is close. A left turn and then straight shot down the street. Just as I round the corner, I see a man hunched over on the side of the road. He's mumbling something, but I can't make it out. And you see a lot of that in town these days. People sitting on the ground, staring blankly at the sky, or mumbling to themselves like this guy. It's not exactly a new thing, but it feels like there are a lot more of them lately. Anyways, best to keep your distance. I quickly walk past. I quickly walk past. The alleys are narrowed here, particularly dark. There are a lot of residents? No, there are 0 residents in this area. There are a lot of restaurants too, so the area is full of savory smells and smokes.
なんか急速に腹が減ってきた。
Oh.
このまま放置すれば約1時間後に胃酸過多による胃痛が起きるだろう。
Oh. It's so cool.
何それ？俺の胃荒れてんの？
昨日の食事が影響している。あとは睡眠不足の影響も多少ある。
ああ、吉江さんの。
That thing was ridiculous.
ん？
A strange feeling stops me in my tracks. I could have sworn someone was staring at me. I look around, but no one in the area stands out. I must have imagined it? Oh, no, here it is. It feels like I'm missing a step on a staircase. The world around me freezes in place, then streams toward my feet at an unbelievable speed. This rhyme? A sharp pain rips through my skull and I have no idea what's going on. I just mean we haven't actually met Noise yet, so I'm wondering when we're gonna meet him. Now? Or is this just another headache thing? My thoughts are muddy, my hands and feet are tingling. Suddenly, the world changes. What has the world become?
なんだここ。
Oh, even the chat box, not the chat box, the text box changes when they're in a rhyme. I don't think I read that. I didn't read that at all. It's like I'm in some kind of game. It is rhyme!
ライムって、あのライムか？
A blue glow appears in front of me, growing into a human shape. I almost topple over when I see who it is.
レン？
青葉、無事か？
なんだよ、何がどうなってんだ？つか、なんでお前その姿なんだよ。
ここではオールマイトはオンラインモードの状態で反映されるようだ。
オンラインモードって基本的にライムで使うやつだろ？俺お前のその姿、設定画面でしか見たことねえし。つか、さっきアナウンスでライムとか言ってたんだけど。
そのようだな。ただ地図上の現在地はここへ来る前と同じだ。
Oh, are we gonna do a little rhyme fight? Rhyme battle? I don't... Here he is. Here he is, the boy. The fucking man-child. With the rabbits?
Alba!
Oh no. Get my ass beat. Ren pushes me away and I tumble to the floor. A powerful blast of air just passes above my head. Passes just above my head. That kind of matters what order I say this in, I guess. Oops.
青葉、ここはライムのパブリックフィールドだ。俺たちはライムに強制的に引きずり込まれたようだ。
Oh no.
は？
What?
そんなことって。
Illegal rhyming.
青葉、何か来る。
Something's coming. Oh, Jesus. My eyes go wide when I see what it is. What? No. No. T? No. See? No. Oh my god, why don't I know? How do I just... Oh, the X. Okay. My eyes go wide when I see what it is. A rabbit. No, a person wearing a rabbit's head.
もうライムは始まってるってことかよ。
この度は
God.
この度はお越しいただき至極光栄。
Jesus Christ.
それでは楽しいゲームを始めよ
I hate this guy. I love this guy, but I hate this guy.
来るったってどうすれば。
Here we go. A little cube, little rabbit.
もうセット。ラジャー。
え、うわっ。ぶねえ。おい、ちょっと待てよ。俺ライムとか関係ねえし、やめろっつうの。
う。ライムねスライブル
Oh, you're full of shit,
Huh?
apparently.
セラナキアオバ
Sergaki Alba,
Nande
that's your name.
俺の名前。
That is your name.
つか、なんだよそのスライなんとかって。ライムなんてやったことねえよ。だからやったことねえって。ダメだ、話になんね
No, he's not gonna listen. How do you run from
え。どう
rhyme?
にかなんねえのか。ここから抜ける方法とか。
試行しているがログアウト自体が無効化されているようだ。
マジなんなんだよライムって。うわっ。
What a stretch.
で
青葉大丈夫か。
結構本気で言ってんだけど。
ライムでは実際の肉体にダメージを受けることはない。全て脳内の錯覚だ。それ以上の影響が出ないように制御されている。
But this isn't regular rhyme.
だがこのフィールドはダメージ値の制御が何らかの理由で外されているようだ。
それってつまり。
こちらでダメージを受けると肉体にも何らかの影響を及ぼす恐れがある。
最悪じゃねえかや。
逃げても無駄だよ。
Jesus. I look up to see the rabbit peering at me from a nearby block.
実セット。ラジャー。
Poor guy, he doesn't know what he's doing at all. Shit. There's no way I can dodge it in time, but just as I brace myself for impact, Ren leaps in front of me. Oh no, not Ren.
大丈夫か。
You okay? No. What's happening? What?
うわ頭が
What is happening?
ぐレン K セットだ。
Oh.
いいから早く。
In hindsight, it is not at all surprising to
了解。
me that a bunch of queer, mentally ill youngsters really enjoyed this game. I can't imagine why they would have enjoyed this game. Wow, it's kind of crazy. It's not crazy.
ふざけてるな。
Hmm.
オールメイトはアーマーなしで旧型。なめてんのか。
Boyo, he wasn't expecting to have a rhyme battle today.
すっぴんとか言って完全にふざけてるね。
さっさと潰すか。
situation. Oh, it's a gun. Get shot at?
敵の攻撃を確認。損失3機。耐久度。
あいつ
The rabbits are cute. They are cute.
俺今何をなんだよ今の。
青葉が俺に攻
Okay,
撃の
he
指示
told
を
me
出した。
to do it. What do you mean?
攻撃なんだそりゃ。そんなの知らねえぞ。
But Sly does.
でもさっきのなんか口が勝手に動いたような感じで。
青葉、また来る。指示を。
Time to
指示っ
fucking
て言っ
fight,
た
I
っ
guess.
て。でもやんねえとやばいんだよな。さっきみたいに。
Oh, gotta channel that voice.
レ防御だ。
了解。
フォーセット。ラジャー。
Roger. A little bit of a yawn. I'm pretty sleepy. But I'm not gonna sleep because I gotta film this before work.
まずい。
Oh.
敵の本体防御壁100%損傷。
期待するだけ無駄だったな。行くぞ。
撤収撤収。じゃないよ。待って。
Oh? What's
敵
going
の
on?
本体防御壁すごい勢いで回復。
Oh.
40。
God dang it. Would have been better to just left it and then gotten the fuck out of this situation, but okay.
どういうことだ。どうなってる。
アラートアラート。危険危険。
You can hear my laundry machine. I'm sorry. Ugh, my head is killing me. What the hell happened?
なっちゃって。
When I come to, I'm lying on the sidewalk. I slowly push myself up, fighting the pain in my body. Though wobbly, I managed to stand.
いって。つかどうなったんだ。
I played a little game. Clutching my head, I struggled to make sense of my jumbled memories. I was making a delivery when suddenly I got pulled into a rhyme match, and then that weird guy with the rabbit head showed up. Alright, that makes sense, okay. And now you are back at the shop.
店の前。
Huh. How? What happened to my delivery? I look around and see a furry blue lump on the ground. Oh.
レン。
I pick him up, but he doesn't respond.
レン、おい。
Oh, so scary. I tap him gently on the head. No. What a relief. After a beat, Ren opens his eyes. Relief washes over me.
大丈夫か。
特に大きな問題はない。
本当にどっか壊れたとか。
一部データが破損している。
それって十分問題じゃねえか。
The rhyme battle must have damaged Ren too.
家帰ったら見てやるからな。
念のために頼む。
いや、つか俺の脳内データも破損しているっぽいんだよな。ウサギ頭と戦ったのは覚えてるんだけど、 結局どうなったんだっけか？
It's a mystery.
俺のデータが破損しているのもそこから先だ。
そっか。ちょい待った。思い出してみるから。
Fighting through the pain in my head, I close my eyes and search my memories. But the harder I try to remember, the more it slips out of reach.
ダメだ。全然思い出せね
それは仕方がないことだ。
え。そうか。
Yeah,
なんで？
you can't remember, you can't remember.
一般男性の記憶容量を仮に100とすると、青葉の場
This
合
is
は
so rude.
今ここでそういう話かよ。
青葉
Huh?
Oh.
Oh,
あれ？
you gonna pass the
Nanga.
fuck back out, my friend?
目が回る。レン、お前いつから足8本？
No.
青葉
No, no 8 legs. Goodbye, Aoba. And just like that, the game is over. Hope you enjoyed watching. Our main character is dead. Why is everything spinning? I'm sorry if you hear my cat. Which way is down? I can't...
少し待っている。
As Ren runs off, I start laughing. Whoa, 3 Rens. Neat. My cat really wants to be a part of this. Evidently. And that's when I black out. Dead. Game over. Goodbye. Afterwards, Ren gets Mr. Haga and takes me inside to rest for a while. Even though I lost the package he asked me to deliver, Mr. Haga just smiles and tells me to go home for the day. I take him up on the offer. Granny must not be home yet, as the house is still dark. After flipping the lights on in the entryway, I head for the kitchen and grab my medicine off the shelf, and take a bigger dose than usual. It really should be taken with food, but I need to get my headache under control. Maybe I'm just relieved to be home, but it feels like my exhaustion has suddenly caught up with me. I can barely move. Desperate to collapse into bed, I trudge upstairs up to my room. I take Ren out of my bag and set him on my bed, and then take my jacket off and lie down. Whew. I lost the package I was supposed to deliver, and even ended up leaving work early. I feel terrible, especially after the kindness Mr. Haga showed me.
何やってんだ俺。
You're sick. It's all because of that. I gotta sneeze. No sneeze, no sneezing. Oh, okay. I got rid of the sneeze, baby. It's all because of that weird rabbit head guy. Yeah, let's blame him. And Rhyme. Yeah, that too. Is that what everyone's so worked up about? I slowly sit up, thinking of that virtual space is just making me feel worse. My headache hasn't gone away. The medicine must not have kicked in yet. Fortunately, I've just the thing for times like these. I pick up my headphones from the pile. I pick up my headphones from the pile with my jacket and put them on. I select one of my favorite songs on my coil. Ooh, sorry. I select one of my favorite songs on my coil, close my eyes, and just let the music take me. Music has always helped me relax when I'm feeling restless or unwell. It's just me, the music, everything else fades away. There's his socks. That's a little odd. Anyway. Slowly, the music melds with my heartbeat, and I feel myself drifting on the waves. The melody whirls around me softly, caressing my body. The sound soaks through my skin and into my blood, circulating gently through my veins. Listen. Why all the noise? Why is he making all that noise? He don't need to make all that noise. Multicolored lights flutter? Multicolored lights flutter through the darkness like delicate pieces of film. It feels pleasant, comforting. This is a place for me alone where no one else can trespass. The discordant pain in my head and body grows distant as the peaceful sound spreads through me. Faint sighs spill from my lips, almost like the music is pushing them from my lungs. It feels so good. I'm in deeper than usual today. The world around me has ceased to exist. If I can just fall asleep like this, I know I'll wake up recharged and refreshed. If I can just fall asleep. A sound? I opened my eyes slightly, but I'm still pretty out of it. I don't know what I heard. Well, whatever. I closed my eyes again. Just wants to get some fucking sleep. Leave my boy alone. Let him rest. Beach waves. Beach sounds. Sand? This place. I know it well. I'm sitting on a sandy beach talking to someone. Someone whose words are more precious than gold. Words that seem to glitter in the sunlight. What did he say? I can't remember. I can't remember those precious words. Ouch. Something sharp is poking me.
起きろ、寝ぼすけ。はい、ほら。
No! Let him sleep.
起きろっつってんだろ、こら。しばくぞ、ボケ。
No!
てえな。
I jump up. The thing that was poking my face tumbles off and I catch it in midair.
あれ、ベニ。
Yeah.
話せ、こら。客に対してどういう扱いだ。
Benny glares at me, flapping his wings against my hand.
ってことは、公
So,
爵来てるの
Koujaku's
か。
here?
当
Sorry,
たり
didn't
前
mean
だ
to
ろ
read
うが。
that.
話せ。
I stand up, still clutching the shrieking Benny. Huh? Where's Ren? I find him curled up on the corner of my bed. He's in sleep mode. Which reminds me, he said he'd lost some data. I gotta look at him sometime soon. But first, food. I'm feeling much better thanks to my nap. Even the headache is gone. My joints still ache, but I can move. When I leave my room, a delicious smell greets me from downstairs. Granny is back. When I look down at my coil, I realize it's already dinner time.
もうこんな時間か。
お前がなかなか起きねえから俺が起こす羽目になったんだぞ。分かってんのか？あ？
Silly little bird. I ignore Benny's whining and poke my head into the dining room. There he is. Granny is at the counter. Koujaku is sitting at the table. He grins when he sees me.
よう、おはようさん。
はよ。
その顔、今日も絶好調だな。
おかげさまで。
Fucking bird woke me up. I can't hold back a yawn. Me either.
Got
God dang it. Unnecessary. I toss Benny across the room to Koujaku, who catches him easily.
起こしてやったってのにひどい扱いだな。ダメんだよ、青葉。
文句はご主人様に言えよ。つか、そいつ使いっぱにするなよな。
しょうがねえだろ。寝起きのお前めんどくせえし。
Same.
そんなことねえだろ。
青葉、起きたんなら手伝いな。飯はもうできてるから、箸と茶だ。
You get to wake up and get right to
はい
work.
はい。
While Koujaku laughs, I hurry to do Granny's bidding.
いつ来ても変わらねえな、タイさん。あの元気な声を聞くと安心するぜ。
毎日怒鳴られてみろよ。結構きついぜ。
I glare at him as I set the chopsticks out on the table. This only makes him laugh harder. Granny brings over the food while I pour 3 cups of tea. With dinner ready, I join everyone at the table.
いただきます。
Itadakimasu! Dinner tonight is blanched fish, kombu stir fry, and pork belly. I start with the pork belly, delicious. I find that food tastes especially good after I've had a nice nap. Yeah. To my right, Koujaku shoots Granny a smile.
うまい。やっぱりタイさんの料理は最高だな。
いきなり押しかけてきて何言ってるんだい。
You tell him, you tell him.
俺はちゃんと言ってあったんだぜ、青葉に。
I glare at him again.
近々って言ってただろうが。
そういうお前もグースか寝っぱなしだったじゃないか。いくら呼んでもちっとも起きなかったよ。
He's got a
それは
headache.
まあそうだったんだけど。
でもこうやってちゃんと飯作ってくれるのほんとありがたいよな。
勘違いすんな。消費期限が切れそうなやつがあったからちょうどよかっただけだよ。
だからタエさん好きなんだよ。
うるさいわ。
Granny stuffs kombu in her face while Koujaku watches with a smile. Granny is actually surprisingly fond of Koujaku. Even though Koujaku came to the island with his mother, when we were kids, he was more often alone than not. That's why he spent so much time hanging out with me. And of course, he ate plenty of Granny's cooking too. Knowing Granny, she might even think of him like a second grandson.
今日は泊まってくのかい？
Without missing a beat, Koujaku stops shoveling rice into his mouth and nods.
そのつもりだけど。
たく。お前はずうずうしいって言葉を知らんのか？
Absolutely
ま
not.
いつものことだしな。ただ俺は仕事あるから朝はお前が寝てても叩き起こすよ。
逆だろ。
Get him.
なかなか起きねえお前を俺がいつも優しく起こしてやってんじゃねえか。
だよな。
So gentle.
お前ら。
So gentle as stabbing you in the face. Koujaku flashes an infuriatingly charming smile and goes back to stuffing his face. The banter continues until the food is gone. After showering, I head for the living room while drying my hair with a towel around my neck. Granny is watching TV while sipping tea. Koujaku isn't there.
コウジャクは
2階へ行ったよ。お前の部屋にいるんだろ
そっか。あ、そうだばあちゃん。
う。なんだ？
この間さ、すげえ頭痛くなった時あって薬飲んだんだけど、効きが悪かったんだよね。
Granny finally pulls her eyes off the TV to look at me. She's always told me to let her know if anything changes with my headaches.
全く聞かなかったのかい？
そうじゃないんだけど、いつもみたいには効かなかった感じ。
そうかい。それじゃあ薬の配合を少し変えようかね。
頼みます。
I bow deeply. Granny snorts, returning her attention to the TV. Alright, so Koujaku's in my room. I head upstairs. My whole body throbs each time I take a step. Ugh.
てって。
Yikes. I may not have any visible injuries, but I feel a dull, deep pain in my core. Is it because I took damage in rhyme?
頭の中で戦うっつったって、なんだかんだで痛えんじゃねえかよ。
During that battle with that weird rabbit guy, Ren said that the damage limits were disabled. Is that even possible? Despite the pain, I finish climbing the stairs and head into my room. Huh? Koujaku isn't here, neither is Ren. But I notice that the door to the balcony is open a crack. I look out to find Koujaku leaning against the railing. He's gazing at the city, a thin cigarette between his fingers, blowing white smoke through his pursed lips. I don't know why, but Koujaku only smokes in my room. Well, on the balcony of my room. He never does it in front of women or at work or when he's out drinking, just here. I guess he feels like he can let his guard down here. In public, he never drops off his confident smile. He always looks like he's having fun. But maybe it's not so easy having women hanging off you all the time. Koujaku brings the cigarette back to his mouth. Though his hands are angular and masculine, something about the dim light makes his fingers look long and beautiful. Those fingers must be very nimble, given his line of work. Guys, is it gay to gaze at your best friend's hands? Thinking about how nimble his fingers are? And how delicate they are? No homo. No homo. Koujaku is holding Ren with Benny on Ren's head. They both appear to be in sleep mode. He's just having a little cuddle. I'd be worried about dropping them, but I trust Koujaku not to be careless. I grab the ashtray I keep in my room and open the door to the balcony. I don't think Aoba smokes, so that means that he has that for his best pal. Maybe he does smoke. Maybe I'll see that he smokes. I don't know. I don't think he smokes, though. Koujaku smiles softly upon seeing me.
おう、風呂上がったか。
今にいると思ってた。
ああ、ちょっとこれな。
Koujaku gestures with his cigarette.
お前ここ好きだよな。
そうか、そうかもな。
Yeah,
なんに
it's
も
the place that
見
he
えねえのに。
likes.
まあな。でも何も見えねえのがいいんじゃねえの？
ん？そうなの？よくわかんねえけど。
Koujaku chuckles. I'm sorry if I skip too fast. I read pretty quickly. In my head. Obviously, I read terribly out loud. Koujaku chuckles. Ha ha ha.
ほれ。
I present the ashtray and Koujaku stubs out his cigarette. I set it down by my feet and join him at the railing.
ああ。
Koujaku frowns at me.
青葉、お前また？
ん？
髪だよ。もう少しちゃんと老けって言ってるだろうが。
Koujaku reaches out. He's gonna touch my hair. I flinch at the thought. But it's not my hair he's going for. It's my nose. What? What the fuck?
ほんとお前の髪。仕事柄気になってしょうがねえよ。
やめれ。
Got your nose. I shake him off, but he just smiles.
髪結構伸びたな。またちょこちょこ自分で切ってるのか？
ああ、まあな。つか、本職にあんま見られたくないんだけど、適当だから。
いや、そう悪くはないぜ。ちゃんと整ってる。
本当？キャー、コウジャクさんに褒められるなんて嬉しい。
なんだその棒読み。
お前のファンの真似。
Just plain a little goof. Koujaku laughs. I have a good reason for not getting my hair cut. I don't know why, but I was born with feeling in my hair. That means cutting it is seriously painful. Once it gets past my shoulders, the sensation is dull enough that I can cut the... Once you get past... Once it gets past my shoulders, the sensation is dull enough that I can just cut the ends off. People teased me relentlessly when I was little, saying I looked just like a girl because of my long hair. Even a light touch sends chills down my spine, so when they thought it would be funny to pull my hair, needless to say, it was hell. When bullies tormented me, it was always Koujaku who came to my rescue. Actually, Koujaku thought I was a girl at first too. He was pretty surprised when he found out he was wrong, but his attitude toward me didn't really change. That's good. Good friend. I have to admit, that made me happy.
お前、せっかく綺麗な髪なんだから大事にしろよ。
It's so beautiful hair.
いつも思うけどさ、お前よくそういうこと平気で言えるよな。そういうとこはほんと昔から変わんねえな。
本当に思ってるから言ってるだけだ。お前だって昔は俺が褒めるとはにかみながら喜んでくれたんだけどな。
No, this is sweet. Koujaku affects a far-off, dreaming look, and I give him the most annoyed glare I can muster.
ガキの頃だろ。覚えてねえし。
A dull pain shoots down my shoulder as I gently dry the tips of my hair. Extra sensitive lately. Ah, jeez, got something in my eyeball again. God dang, always with stuff in my eyeball. This pain, is it from rhyme?
どうした？
いや、ちょっと。
ちょっとじゃねえよ。そういやさっきもぐったりしてたよな。
Your friend is worried about you, Oba.
なんだよ。ずいぶんもったいぶるな。
そんなんじゃねえけど。
Should I tell Koujaku about rhyme? Koujaku can be pretty perceptive, and he already realizes something's going on. If I try to lie now, he's not gonna buy it.
いや、今日さ、変な目にあって、なんつうの？
ライムに巻き込まれた？
それがいきなりでさ、配達中だったんだけど、気がついたらライムのフィールドにいたっていう。
夢の話じゃねえよな。
違う。
つうことは、ってそんなことあるもんなのか？
俺もよくわかんなかったんだけど、お前んとこの縄張りの近くだよ。あの辺の細い路地。
そんな話聞いたことねえけどな。
他にもなんか変でさ、臼井がいなかったんだよな。
そりゃ変だな。あいつがライムの開催してるようなもんだろ。変な装置もあいつと一緒に出てくるし。
だよな。それで
I tell Koujaku about the rabbit head guy, including the fact that he knew my name. As he listens, Koujaku's frown grows. He lets out a groan when I finish.
そいつはお前、もしかして辻斬りってやつじゃねえのか？
Got ganked? What?
辻斬り？
Ganked? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ganked?
俺もチームのやつらから聞いただけだし、詳しくは知らねえんだが、臼井なしで一方的にライムを仕掛けてくるやつらがいるらしい。
And when they force you to fight, it's called getting ganked?
そいつらのライムはルールも制限もない状態だから、仕掛けられた相手は半殺しにされることもあるって話だ。
じゃあ、俺のもその辻斬りだってのか？
可能性はあるだろうな。気に食わねえな。
何が？
Makes sense that you wouldn't like getting ganked.
今回はなんとか逃げられたからよかったけどよ。もしまた仕掛けられたらと思うとな。
でも俺、ライムやったことねえのになんで誰かと間違えられたのか？
Oh, my face is itchy.
誰かで構わずって可能性もあるかもな。それと誰かからものすげえ恨みを買ってるとか。
ねえよ、お前じゃあるまいし。
ひでえな。でも相手はお前の名前知ってたんだろ？
まあ、そうなんだよな。
うん。
ゴージャク？
Koujaku falls silent, a troubled expression on his face. A few moments later, he sighs.
悪い。やっぱ今日は帰るわ。ちょっとやることを思い出した。
おう、そっか。
Koujaku pushes off the handrail.
体、本当に大丈夫なんだな。
なあ。
なら信じるけどよ。何かあったらすぐ言えよ。
You better tell him. It's very important.
よし。
Koujaku flashes me a knowing smile and places Ren in my hands. He collects Benny from Ren's head and tucks him into his kimono.
んじゃあな。おやすみ。
Oh yes, Koujaku waves farewell and heads out. I go back inside and shut the door to the balcony behind me. After I set Ren on the bed, I lie down next to him.
ライムか。
Was I really ganked? I hate it. I hate that that's the word. Were we really on the rhyme field? Ren appeared in online mode and responded to my
なん
commands.
とか Z なんだっけ。
When it happened, my mouth just started moving on its own. Almost like I was possessed. What the hell was that? And why did it feel familiar? It kind of felt like it does when I'm turning on the charm with customers on the phone. Like when I know just the right words to say to win someone over. Anyway, I wonder how often gankings happen. Maybe I should look into that. Not that I really want to dig too deep. I wouldn't want to dig too deep into the phrase ganking either. Oh, a message. It's an update from that game.
最新型のオールメイトか。
Spam. New models are coming out all the time. I skim the message, then close my coil. I've always been the type to develop sentimental attachments to things I use, but I guess most people in the world aren't like that. Whatever. Ren's all I need. That's right. I need to give Ren a checkup. I sit up in bed and tap the furry blue lump. Not the lamp. I think I keep saying lamp. The furry blue lump between... Not between his legs. Start again. I sit up in bed and tap the furry blue lump in my lap.
青葉。
おはよ
おはよ
う。今からちょっと見るぞ。
Ren is an older model, so fixing any serious malfunctions would be a real pain in the ass. I have to make sure I keep a close eye on him and perform regular maintenance. I pick up a long cable connected to my desktop PC and plug it into the port beneath the fur on Ren's neck. I open my coil and run a system diagnostic.
ん？ちょっと反射の反応速度が落ちてるかな。
Huh. I pick up the toolbox sitting on the floor. Parting Ren's fur again, I use the screwdriver to open the small square patch on the back of his neck. With most all mates, you can do all the maintenance you need from your coil, but Ren is such an old model that I have to fiddle with his insides directly. Using tweezers, I pull out some new chips from the toolbox and swap them with the ones in Ren's neck.
これでよしっと。
I shut the maintenance hatch, close the control panel, and unplug the cable. Then pick Ren up.
どっか具合悪いとこあるか？ん？
少し違和感があるが許容範囲内だ。
そっか。チップ変えたばっかだしな。もし不具合が出たらすぐ言えよ。
わかった。
Oh, I stroke Ren's back and nuzzle my forehead against his. I always do this after performing maintenance on Ren. I don't remember when I started, but it's become a kind of ritual, like knocking on wood.
いつもありがとな。
こちらこそ。
これからもよろしく。
こちらこそ。
お前、いっつも返事それだよな。
何かおかしいか？
いや、全然、蓮っぽくていいと思う。
Oh, such a close connection he has with his all-mate.
その発言に対しては礼を言うべきなんだろうか。
そうだな。褒めてるか
ありがとう。
こちらこそ。
He switched it back on him. Oh, sorry, I was deep in there for a second, as I do. After that, I take my time putting away all my tools and chatting with Ren all the while. And then we're back at work. Good morning.
おはようございます。
The next day, I go to work like usual. Mr. Haga is doing inventory when I get in. The first thing I do after I put my bag behind the counter and set Ren down is go over to Mr. Haga. I have to apologize for what happened yesterday.
店長、
はい。
昨日は配達すみませんでした。
ああ、いえいえ。そのことはもう。
His expression darkens, scaring me a bit. Maybe the customer yelled at him after I lost the package? If that's what happened, it's all on me.
本当にすいませんでした。できれば俺からもちゃんとお客さんに謝りたいんですけど。
そのことなんですけどね。
Mr. Haga adjusts his glasses, a worried look on his face.
昨日の荷物、事前支払いが済んでしまっていたので、とにかく返金か再配達か伺いたくて、あの後も連絡を取ろうといろいろやってみたんです。
Because it was his. He lured him to that spot with that fucking delivery.
コントロールセンターにも問い合わせてみたんですが、全くダメで。
Obviously.
ダメ？
はい。さっぱり連絡が取れないんです。届け先と依頼主が同じだったので、住所を調べてみたんですが、住んでいるのは違う名前の人で、品物についても全く覚えがないと言われてしまって。
それってつまりいたずらってことですか？
その可能性が高いですね。何のためにそんなことをしたのかはわかりませんけど。
Probably to lure somebody in to jump them. He's right. If it was a prank, what would the prankster even get out of it? They already paid for the item. They'd just be out of that money.
このまま何事もなければいいのですが、なんとなくすっきりしませんね。
Yeah, don't feel right. Yeah, I was dragged into that rhyme battle during that delivery. Could they be related? Could they be related? Yeah, probably. An air of unease hangs over us, but there's no more time to look for answers.
おっと、仕事仕事。
Mr. Haga hurries out of the shop. I don't like leaving it like this, but Mr. Haga's investigation turned up nothing and I have no further clues.
さてと、俺も仕事っと。
Yeah. Resolved to forget about it, I take my place behind the counter. And I believe with that, I'm gonna call it there. Whoa! That was crazy. We met Noise today. He tried to fight us. He did fight us. There was no trying about it. Thank you so much for watching. Those are all of my socials. Hopefully, the next one will be the last part of the common route. But I have no idea. I don't remember playing this game, but I think we still have, like one more boy to meet. I know that we have at least one more boy to meet. I'm very excited for it. So, of course, like, comment, subscribe. The last, maybe, will be out next week. One will be coming out next week regardless. Okay, goodbye.